And we are off and running. Our officials, Scott McCall, Robert Ritchie, Kevin Doherty, and it'll be Penn State to start. They win the opening draw.
1-0 Raiders.
It's Rory to Liam, and that is the 22nd time the brothers have assisted on the other's goal.
My guess is it won't be the last time in today's game.
That's their bread and butter. You get it to Rory and Liam, they can make magic happen. And you talked about notable brother duo playing on tackle.
Barry, the second for Colgate here in the first quarter.
Reid Gills for Penn State, Kyle Rummel for Colgate. The ground ball is still loose, and it'll be Colgate for a moment. Rummel had it. And now Sam Erickson, the long stick midi for the Raiders.
Causing Penn State to have significantly more turnovers than they're used to. It's going to be a hard day, long day for the Nittany Lions.
That's an incredible number, with more turnovers in the first quarter today than the entire matchup to start the season back on February 1st. That was a 14-9 Penn State victory. But the Colgate coach, Matt Carl, told us, look, we're comfortable in this 5 goals against Colgate in the season opener. He's got Penn State's first goal today. Again, Rummel and Gills, and Penn State wins the faceoff. Reid Gills, the freshman from Annapolis for Penn State, who's got it right now, was terrific against Maryland in their last game, the loss in the Big Ten tournament semifinal. He was 18 for 22.
Penn State made that a little too easy for them to have that wide open step down that early in the offensive set. Miscommunication on their part.
Clean win for Gills. Set it up for Trainer, and Lacombe all the way.
College lacrosse, because the two-man game has become such a big part of it. But for a team like Penn State that likes to initiate from the midfield, you have to get the ball through X and attack the backside.
So basically just reverse field?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stretch the defense laterally?
Like hockey assists are so important in college lacrosse. And they don't get stats for it, but if you really look, something great can happen. And right here, it's a nice job by Turner stepping off the back post and then ripping it to the far post. Get Colgate back up by 2.
Gills wins it forward for Penn State.
And I think that's an important thing to keep an eye on. Right now, Penn State dominating their third of the evening to cut the lead to 1.
That is the risk Matt Carwick is willing to take, playing on the 10-man ride. And you know, we had a great conversation with him this week about how when he started as the head coach and scored his 3rd goal in this first half, it's his 4th straight hat trick. Jack Turner's a volume shooter. He took 181 shots in the regular season, most in D1 by far.
And think about that, though. Like, most people who are high-volume shooters, a lot of those are created with the ball in their stick off the dodge. He's pretty exclusive off ball. So that's how well he knows and understands the game, to find space, to find time and room. And knocks this game back at 5.
Liam Matthews, a sophomore from Orangeville, Ontario, at his high school lacrosse at the Hill Academy, a factory.
And Penn State really dominating the face-off X.
Colgate to commit 15, and we got ourselves a tie game as we start the 3rd. It's Kyle Rummel and Reid Gills, the matchup we saw all first half. And Colgate violates, so they'll need someone else to take the next face-off. Another win for Gills, now 9-4 from the trainers. It's a Penn State team that's dealt with a bunch of injuries throughout this season, notably Hunter Aquino, the Big Ten freshman of the year, has been banged up and has barely practiced for the last month and a half.
There, threw it with pace, just ripped the upper portion of the net to give Penn State their first 2-goal lead of the evening.
And Gills wins another face-off. Remember, that's Liam's 3rd assist of the game and 50th of the season. the upper left 90 on a ridiculous shot from a sharp angle to make it 7-7.
Things to keep an eye on here, right? Penn State continuing to dominate the faceoff X, but also Jack Frassion in the cage, really struggling. He's got one save in this contest, and when you compare that to Lacombe, who's at 7, it's the little things. Those are the differences in games.
Now Penn State won the faceoff, but they turned it over, and Colgate takes advantage. Erickson, a long ball, Connecticut. His 8th goal of the season, and the 8th of the game for Colgate to retake the lead.
Erickson, his first goal since April 29th, causing chaos in the middle of the field. Then they push in transition. The bounce shot that also hits the corner. I mean, look at this. Right wraps under the bar. Three goals in exactly 2 minutes for Colgate to give themselves a 1-goal cushion yet again.
Gills wins another faceoff. That, by the way, the first unassisted goal of the night for Colgate season. Reid Gills has won 7 faceoffs in a row for Penn State. And he got tripped there after he won it forward. To make it 8 straight for Gills as Penn State comes away with possession. Hounding defense from Colgate. That's their calling card. And a timeout called by Jeff Tambroni and the Nittany Lions. Luke Wallstrom was
our 3rd lead change of the evening.
We've had 4 ties as well. Another face-off win for Gills. The freshman out of Annapolis is just owning the X. 6,
but none bigger.
Does Kyle Rummel have any answer for Gills?
What a ground ball.
Yeah, Sam Erickson, who scored the goal earlier for Colgate, comes away with it, and that's their first face-off win in an eternity. Penn State had won 9 in a row. Penn State leads Colgate by 2 as we take you to the 4th quarter of this NCAA tournament first-round game. Drew Carter and Matt Ward back with you, our entire terrific crew. Shadows starting to creep across the here at Panzer as Penn State hosts again in the NCAA tournament. They win another face-off. Reid Gills just racking them up, 17 to
wrist to bring it low to high, the elevator on the run.
Every face-off so critical. A 1-goal game in the 4th quarter, won by Rummel and Colgate, and they want to run. Rummel thought about it, instead shoved.
First round of the NCAA tournament.
There was a "Let's go Gate" chant that broke out during that timeout. Here comes Reid Gills after the clean win, sets up Lehman out of bounds.
2nd goal of the game. Colgate is playing a game of runs. About the NCAA tournament and the parity and trying to say, like, hey, who's going to win this thing? Like, it really is up for grabs. Anyone can make a run, and we thought this would be a close one. Both teams playing a solid brand of lacrosse.
Penn State relentless after the face-off. They win it, and here comes Kyle Lehman. Lehman the feed, goal line extended for Matthews, who just scored. Liam Matthews, 19 goals during the season, 4 goals today in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Massive face-off. Penn State wins another. Here's O'Connor. They can slow it down with.
If you're not winning face-offs, you may not take that margin because you could run this game clock down to 0. But when you're winning 20 of 27 face-offs, you feel comfortable getting the 2-goal margin because you think you're going to come up with that ground ball in possession.
Under 30 seconds to play. O'Connor with another ground ball. Gills with another face-off win. Penn State can run it down.